The Railway Series Book Number 7, Toby the Tram Engine. Chapter 1, Toby and the Stout Gentleman. Toby is a Great Central Railway G53. He was built around 1887 with the number 132, I think, in my railway series. He used to work on the Harwich Tramway, which ran from Oldsborough to Harwich, along with his coach Henrietta, who was named after the owner of the railway's wife, who taught him a lot of Spanish. That's why in the years 1936 to 1938, when all the refugees came to Sodor, he was really helpful. But we're focusing on the year 1929. As of now, Henrietta barely has over 6 people in her coach. 9 trucks used to rattle in her behind. Rattle behind her. But now there's only about 2 or 3. It's not fair. What's not fair, my dear? It's not fair that I have to contain literally 6 people. I don't give a fuck. Then a stout gentleman with his wife, granddaughter and grandson was on the bridge. Granddaddy, look, it's an engine. Yes, Bridget, it is an engine. That is a tram engine, said the stout gentleman. Is it electric? Are you an idiot? Why aren't you in the videos anymore? Because the push-along version can't find me. Electric indeed. Electric indeed. I wouldn't mind a few bolts of electricity going through me. Oh, shut up, you tart. Whatever, you cunt. Yes, they bicker like an old married couple, but they can't do anything else because that's the only coach Toby ever has. The children and the stout gentleman would ride in Toby's cab for a fortnight, which means 2 weeks. It was the last day. Henrietta was filled to the brim, and at least 8 trucks were filled with people. They were sad to see the Harwich tramway close. The next day, the shed door fling open. Toby, we got a message from a stout gentleman known as the Fat Controller. I shan't say more, or else I'll spoil the next story, which happens now. Chapter 2, Thomas in Trouble. The line between Farcross Station and Yenova Quarry passes through a town which has no safety fences. Thomas has been along this line hundreds of times throughout the 3 years, and he has not once been in trouble. He would pull long lines of stone along the line. There used to be a policeman called Policeman PC Marcus, but he retired the previous month. There was a new gentleman. Beep beep. Hello. What's all this then? What do you mean? Stop! Why? Disgraceful. I didn't sleep a wink last night. It was so quiet, and now engines are whistling suddenly behind me. My first day on the country too. Wait. You are a boat person? Where's your cow catcher? But I don't catch cows, sir. Don't be fucking funny, said the policeman. No side plates either? What's a danger to the public? Oh, fuck off, said Thomas's driver. We've been along this line hundreds of times. Blind luck is still against the law. The law is the law. I shall have to phone your controller. Thomas began to cry. The fat controller and his wife were having breakfast. This is the life, isn't it, dear? No, said his wife. What? I'm pregnant. What? Excuse me, sir. You are wanted on the telephone. Okay. The fat controller was on the phone to the policeman. Regular lawbreaker. I'll be there right away. At Salisbury, loads of policemen were around. The fat controller. Sir, he's been going along this line hundreds of times. The law is the law. Yes, but when was this law added? Exactly. You don't even know shit. How long have you been in this country? 2 days, sir. Oh my god, he's German! Ah! Everyone will laugh, sir, said Thomas. They think I'll look like a tramp. Then the fat controller called Toby. I'll be a great help on your line, sir. Thank you. You can go up and down to the Enelfa Quarry. What's the Enelfa Quarry? It's a fucking quarry. Haven't you ever seen a quarry? No, I usually ran out along the seaside. Oh yeah, you're fucking stupid. I'll have you know, as of now, I'm over 100 years old. Chapter 3. Dirty Objects. Toby and Henrietta were at Ellsbridge Station. James pulled off, ugh, what dirty objects. We have a box and a fucking old coach. James, why are you red? Thomas, Edward and Gordon are blue. I understand why Henry's green, but why on earth are you red? Because that's the proper colour for a splendid engine like moi. James was furious when he told he had to pull a long goods train. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at that wonderful express I could have took, but I have to be stuck with trucks. James huffed and puffed to the top of Gordon's hill. Hurrah, hurrah, yelled the trucks, and banging their couplings, they pushed James down the hill. On, they said. I've got to stop, he said. I've got to stop. To the station they thundered. Disaster laid ahead. Something sticky splashed all over James. He had run into 2 tar wagons and was black from smokebox to cab. He was more dirty than hurt. But the tar wagons and some of the trucks were all to pieces. Percy and Toby arrived. Ugh, what dirty objects. Oh, fuck off. I wonder who that blue engine is. That is definitely not Edward. I wonder who he is. What a dirty object, said Percy. Come on, we'll take you to Crovan's Gate. But isn't Crovan's Gate the other way? We're going the other way, you stupid idiot. Aww. Also, this event takes place in 1931 in my AU. Chapter 4. Mrs. Kindly's Christmas. On Thomas's branch line, there was a little red cottage. After there lived a young lady called Hatchet Kindly. God, what a stupid name. That's her middle name, Thomas. Oh, what's her first name? Her first name is Rose Kindly, but everyone called her Miss Kindly. Mrs. Kindly's bedroom was right next to the tracks, where she could watch the engines puff by. On this day, she was very, very poorly, because she had cancer. What? One day, in the storm of 1932, Thomas was puffing down the line, when they saw something red coming out the window. Wait, what is that? Said the driver. I don't know, said the fireman. The guard will tell us in a minute. Thomas stopped, and some of the people went to the cottage to say what's wrong. See if there's a fucking doctor. She has cancer. Then a massive landslide happened. Holy shit, said the driver. God bless you, madam, said the driver. Why, thank you, Derek. And then they had sex, and then they had a child. They had cleared the line by Christmas. It was Christmas, and it wasn't a fucking white Christmas, because it was the 30s. Mr. Kindly, also known as Derek Kindly, they met with the fat controller himself, and they all gave her a nice breakfast in bed. Happy Christmas, said Thomas and Toby. Up next is Gordon the Big Engine.